Hi, welcome to my channel, The Ivy's Grove. And yes, there is a name change. I was originally the Calden and the Ivy for a very, very short time. I decided to change into the Ivy's Grove. It just has a bit of flow. So that is my name, the name of the channel from here on out. And I'm very happy with the change. And today I am doing the Holiday Tarot Challenge started by Papa Squirrel. And I'm not going to be doing it one a day. I'll be doing it every 7 days. So that, because unfortunately, I'm busy. I'm a mom and a mom. I'm a mom and a wife, excuse me. A mom and a mom. I'm a mom and a wife, and I do work, and does take up some of my time on top of my spirituality and my crafting. So this to me will work well. Doing one every week up to the 22nd. So let's get on to the challenge. Day one, what is the major arcana reminds me of the holiday season and why? And this is from the Green Witch Tarot. And it is the Hermit card, but it's called the Holly King. And I love this because it's in the winter. The Holly King kind of reminds you of St. Nicholas, the Santa Claus. You got the deer. You have, you still have the hermit with the light. And he doesn't have the bag, which is fine. But I like how you can see the person inside the cozy light warmth of the house. And I just like this card. It's definitely a Yule card, Christmas card, and it's a great take on it, and I love it. It's definitely my favorite. The Hermit card's always been my number one favorite. No, I'm sorry, number two. It's number two. I do have a number one that'll be on that I will share a little later. So yeah, this one, the Holly King. So yeah. What minor arcana reminds you of the holiday season and why? And it is the Three of Cups. I like with this one how most RWS shows, like, the redhead, the blonde, and the dark haired, and they wear similar clothes but different colors. What I like about this one is it shows, you have the maiden, but then you have a woman who's like a little bit older, and another woman whose body's just a little bit different. And these are three different women in three different times of their life. And it looks like they're starting their own little 3-woman coven to do their stuff as a coven. And this is, to me, like a initiation. And it also can be for like 3 people just getting together every now and then. Once a month on the full moon. And do a ritual and what have you. So this reminds me of the holiday season because you get together with family and friends of all different walks of life. You go to a Christmas party at your job. You meet different people. So yeah, this just reminds me of the holidays with the whole going to parties and getting together with different people sometimes. Day number 3, what's your favorite card in the deck and why? It's my number 1 favorite card, but I'm going to share it by 3 different decks because each one is slightly different. I'm going to go to, it really is no, I have a favorite, but all 3 of them are great, and I love it. This one is from the Celtic Dragon, and it's the Death card. And it shows, what I love about this is that it shows the shedding of the skin. The shedding of the old skin, revealing of the new skin. And he's screaming in triumph with some pain, I'm sure. It was a painful transformation, but after going through the transformation that had some pain, he was roaring in triumph because he knew he went through it. And he didn't stop, he kept going until the skin is shed. And I really, really like that one. The second one I like of the Death card is from the Shapeshifter deck. And what I like is that it got renamed to Rebirth. And it shows a woman shapeshifting into a raven. She has a cup. She's holding a cup. And she is rebirthing and shapeshifting into the raven. And she is embracing the moon, the dark, where, we grew up with having the light. Everything's all light and roses. Sometimes you have to go through the darkness or transform into the darkness as a rebirth and help you find the balance between light and dark. And another form of the Death card is from the Green Witch. I really like this depiction of this art of this, but it's renamed the Lord of Shadows. And it shows the Grim Reaper has a Luna Moth. And it shows as the Grim Reaper is watching, you got the grandfather, passing on his grandson, his stories into the next generation, lessons to the next generation. And he's passing them on to his grandson, before his time comes to pass and the Grim Reaper will gently take him. I really, really like that. So yeah, that's my favorite card in the deck. Day 4, what is your least favorite deck card in the deck and why? I kind of have two. And when I do my spreads, I lay all my cards down, and each one, I would flip each card, look at it, read. I tend to read each card, and then after I read each card, I tend to read the whole thing. And once in a blue moon, I'll get this card. Once in a blue moon, and I go, ah. But a lot of times, but the rare that I do get this card, the following one or two it is not so bad. It tells me what I need to do. This repossession of this card, I really like this one, and it's the Five of Wands. And a lot of times when you see the Five of Wands, you see a lot of 5 people really going at it into a full-on fight, everything else. But you can kind of tell with this one, it looks like these two are going to have a bit of a disagreement. This one's kind of like lowering as one. Like, I don't know. This one's kind of like okay, should I or shouldn't I? And this one's about ready to go. And you look at this one as a whole, it can go either or. And I'm not a big fan of the Five of Wands because it's about fighting and all that stuff. A lot of times on the other decks that I see, full on fight, ready, just blow up and what have you. This one hasn't been there yet. So it's actually saying that it's a possibility that it can go into a full-on fight, but there's a good possibility also that you can kind of step back a little bit and try to work things out. So it's not, this particular Five of Wands in this deck is not that bad, but it's still not my favorite. And it's not because I'm a avoiding confrontation. Sometimes you do have to do some confrontation sometimes, but I try to, it's not going to explode. So yeah, this is not quite my favorite card. The other one that's not my favorite card is the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles, it's actually a sad card, really, because it shows a person being alone. It reminds me of somebody who's a very, very huge introvert. I know somebody who is a big introvert. I actually was talking to this person. This person is, I'm going to say, the person represents, reminds me of my husband. I was just actually just talking to him on the phone a couple hours ago, and he's down in the South for a little bit, but he got invited to a Christmas party at a job that he's for an internship, and before he retires from the army, and he says, yeah, I got clothes I gotta wash, and one of them's gonna be my nicer clothes. I got invited to a party, and I should go, but I really don't want to go. And I love my husband to death, and I get it. He's an introvert, but sometimes he lets the introvert gets the best of him. So this reminds me of a introvert, and you kind of feel alone or what have you. But if you just turn around and just go, people will welcome you with open arms. And I was actually pushing. Normally, I don't push my husband. I'm like, okay, you do you. But once in a blue moon, like tonight, I'm like, no, go. Get your clothes washed, look nice, late on the week, just go. Go have a good time. It's not, maybe that's what you need. So, honey, if you're watching, I love you. So, and yeah. What are my divination challenges? I don't have one. I don't have one right now. So, yeah, that's my answer. And day number 6, what card best represents my spirituality currently? And that is the Green Witch version of the Magician, which is the witch. And it shows the witch dropping an herb into the cauldron. And this whole year, this past year, and again, probably going into the following year, I've been mixing my own oils. I've mixed oils for the planets. I am planning on making an herbal blend for the 4 phases of the moon. I am planning on doing a oil blend from a book that I'm going to be sharing on my channel soon, but it's going to be a bit of a twist to tweak it a little bit. And yeah, this is my card that represents my spirituality currently. And number 7, share a spread that you love and why. And I use this with the shape-shifting deck. I don't have the actual deck on me, but I got the card. This is what it looks like. And it's in this book. And it's called the 9 Rings. The 9 Ring spread, and each card represents a colored ring. So you got the card number 1 is red ring, doing, instigation, beginnings. Red is the ring of beginning and initiation. Card number 2 is the orange ring, clarifier, purifier. Orange is the ring of clarification of the eternal flame. Card number 3 is the gold ring, mind, mental, energy, and fuel. Gold is the ring of truth, law, perception, and understanding. Card number 4 is the green ring, healing, stability, and abundance. Green is the healing, growth, and renewal, as well as home and regeneration in nature. Green is the ring of the creation of physical patterns. Card number 5 is the blue ring, body, sensation. Blue is the ring of artist and the fluidity of energy. Card number 6 is the violet indigo ring, empowerment and mastery. Violet is the ring of healing through the destruction of disease and creating out through breaking existing patterns. Card 7 is the white ring, which is the magician. Positivity, pureness, truth, as well as divine connection, perfect love, and perfect peace. White is the ring of the manifested universe. Gray ring is the regenerators. Gray is the ring of merging and oneness. And the last card, 9, is the rose ring, inheritors, guardians, and receivers. Unconditional kindness, compassion, and kinship, as well as transformation and transmigration. Rose is the ring of higher love, multidimensional, and existence. So, yeah, that is up to 7 that I have right now. And I hope you enjoyed this challenge that I did. This is a fun one. I can't wait to do the next 7. And I hope you guys, everybody has a really good day. And I will see you next time. Blessings.